Hello. I think it's that time of year again where we have to talk about Grand Theft Auto 6. It's been over a year since trailer 2 and we have got absolutely nothing. But it seems the hype for the game is more intense than ever before. Why is that? We literally have nothing. Rockstar have not opened their mouths ever since the last trailer. Okay, fair enough, we are 6 months out from release, but does that warrant the exponential exposure that the game is getting now? Already, without saying a freaking word. Do you know what I mean? So today, what I wanted to do was just talk about Rockstar's silent treatment and why does it work so well? Let's get the facts straight first. Rockstar have released 2 trailers for Grand Theft Auto 6. Trailer 1 came out December 5th, 2023, and trailer 2 came out May 6th, 2025. They also launched a GTA 6 website with over 70 plus screenshots of the game, with a few tidbits of characters and locations and stuff like that. That's all that they officially released on the game. And lastly, we officially know the game is coming out on November 19th, 2026. If this was any other situation, if this was any other game, it would be yeah, this game's coming out in 6 months time, good luck, I'll see you in 6 months, you know what I mean? Why is it such a huge talking point a half a year out? Well, first, you need to understand the scale of this game. I think at this point, it's fair to say that this isn't just a video game release. This is more of a cultural event. Grand Theft Auto is more of an entertainment piece than it is a video game. Everyone knows what Grand Theft Auto is. It's like Michael Jackson in a way. I'd bet, you went on the street and picked any random fecker there, they would know what Grand Theft Auto is. They might not know anything about it. They might just know, oh, I've heard of Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, it's a video game or something like that. You're not going to get that with any other game. And I'll give you an example, right? Forza Horizon 6 just released recently, I think a couple of days ago. And in the gaming community, that is a huge deal. It looks amazing. It looks like a freaking fantastic open world game. But that's it. That news will realistically stay within the gaming community and maybe the racing community or people who likes cars and stuff like that. It ends there. People outside of those communities aren't going to really know much about it. Whereas with GTA 6, people outside of the gaming community are going to know what that is and when it's coming out. Mainstream medias will cover it, just like GTA 5. That brings massive engagement outside of the gaming community. For example, in Ireland, where I'm from, I think everyone who has a TV watches the 6 o'clock news. No other game will be getting that treatment. While we're talking about it, let's take a look back at GTA 5's release. I don't think people outside of this community really know how big that was. If we go off sales alone, right? It made 800 million in the first day and hit 1 billion in just under 3 days. It was the fastest selling entertainment product in history. Not just video game, entertainment product. Let that sink in. If you think of every single bit of entertainment media there is, films, TV shows, video games, music, it's out of the gaming scene now. Everyone in the entertainment business is going to be looking at this because it just makes so much money. It has sold over 230 million copies as of today, making it the second highest sold game of all time. And let's finish with this. It's estimated that around 18 million play GTA Online each month to this day. We're talking about a game that came out 13 years ago, man. You are dealing with something gigantic here. This isn't just gaming. Everyone and their fucking mother knew about this game. So let's go back to GTA 6 now. Everyone already knows what Rockstar can deliver. That's why so many people are talking about it 6 months out. But let's not kid ourselves, right? Rockstar has earned this privilege. People didn't all of a sudden just randomly jump into GTA 5 being oh yeah, I heard this game was really good or blah blah blah. It was because of the titles they released before this, and I can go on all day about these games. Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, San Andreas, Bully, Red Dead 1, Red Dead 2. They have a proven track records of amazing open world games. So they're trusted. We know this is going to be a revolutionary game because they've done it so many times in the past. That is the scale we are talking about. I don't think anything ever has had this much anticipation about it. But let me know in the comments if there is. But in my opinion, I don't think so. Another big reason for the hype, in my opinion, is immersion. I myself feel this quite a bit, so let me explain it a small bit. Video games nowadays are so advanced. You can get lost in a game for hours on end because of how immersive it is. A game I finished recently was Ghost of Tsushima. It was on the PlayStation Premium subscription, so I gave it a go. It came out, I think, 5 years ago, 4 years ago. And to be honest with you, it's one of the most beautiful and stunning games I have ever played. I sunk hours into it, and that's not just the story. I think the story was about 20 hours long, which is actually relatively short in today's games. I was just so immersed in the world. I was so taken back by Japan in the, I think it was 1257 was the year. It was literally like you were transported back to Japan in that time. It was just amazing, the amount of detail they put into it. Like, you know, I just felt so calm and at peace when I was playing it. And I think people who played the game know what I'm talking about. Like when you're riding your horse through the fields and stuff like that. Obviously outside of when you're freaking slaughtering the Mongol Empire, like outside of that, but it was just an amazing experience. And there's hundreds of video games that can do that. And this will no doubt be a gigantic leap. Like, I think it's going to be a leap that we can't even comprehend. Like, if you look at the likes of Red Dead 2, Cyberpunk, imagine that, but it's 10 times better, 10 times more immersive. It's really hard to comprehend. Because even now, 13 years later, I'm still struggling to find a game that is as good as Grand Theft Auto 5 storytelling and the open world. And like, of course, we can't overlook how long this game has been in development for. It started in 2018 after the success of Red Dead Redemption 2. By the time it comes out, it'll be around 9 years in development, which is an awful long time to improve things. Imagine they've just finished Red Dead 2. How unbelievably immersive and beautiful the world is, and now they're like, okay, now we've got 9 years to really improve on that. And kind of the last reason I think the marketing has worked so well, I think it's the strategic timing between the two trailers that they released. Like, imagine how excited people were for the first trailer, okay? It had already been 10 years at the time when trailer 1 came out, so you know, it had been a long time since we got a GTA game, and the trailer was everything we could have asked for. And then imagine a year and a half goes by with nothing. Then all of a sudden we're flooded with information again. Here's what starts to happen in that time frame. We start to make up our own theories on the game. They were very, very smart, you know, they were very, very good at what they do. They gave us just enough to imagine what GTA 6 would be like, but not enough to know exactly what it is. And the longer that goes on, the more excited people will get, because they keep creating and hallucinating ridiculous things, ridiculous scenarios about what the game could be. So hopefully now you've kind of got a good idea of why people are talking so much about this game that's not releasing for another year, for another half year, sorry. Like, recently enough, I spent my evening listening to a corporate company's earning call. I was really hoping they'd mention something about Grand Theft Auto 6, but I was in my bed at 12 o'clock at night, like listening to this corporate bullshit about all the money they're making and like the billions they're making. I'm like, what am I doing in my life? You know what I mean? Like, this is, what am I doing? They've done all of that without saying anything. But look, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know how big this game was, I really hope you understand it now. Trust me when I say this, this is the game you won't want to miss. I'm not saying this is a game you won't want to miss. This is the game you will not want to miss. This will be an era-defining game. It's as simple as that. I know it's crazy to say that considering we don't have any fucking information, but we already know this is going to be ridiculous, and it's going to change the way gaming is. Ladies and gentlemen, stay safe. Slán leat.